Hello friends, we already know what are verbs. So today let's see the different types of verbs, especially helping verbs which are also known as auxiliary verbs. Rohit is sleeping. What action is Rohit doing here? He is sleeping. Therefore, sleeping is the main verb. What is the use of is in the sentence? Is helps the main verb show that the action is in the present and it's continuing now. So, is the helping verb, also known as auxiliary verb. Now let's take another example. They were playing football. Here, playing is the action being done, so it's the main verb. Were is the helping verb and it helps us to know that the action was done in the past. Auxiliary verbs can also tell that the sentence is negative or that it's a question. Let's look at those examples. Is he going to school? Here is helps us to know that it's a question. He did not talk to me. Here did not shows us that it's a negative sentence. Should I open the box? Here should is the helping verb or auxiliary verb and open is the main verb. You may go now. Here may is the auxiliary verb and go is the main verb. Now let's look at the different usage of have as a verb. In the first case, have is used as a main verb. They have a pet dog. Here have is the main verb. How do you know this? There's no other action being done, so therefore have has to be the main verb. Now in the second case, have is the auxiliary verb. We have bought a new house. Here bought is the action being done and it's the main verb. If we write we have a new house, the sentence is grammatically correct but the meaning changes. We no longer know that the house has been bought. So we need to write we have bought a new house. So remember, when have is used as an auxiliary verb, it cannot be used as its own. It needs another verb with it or the main verb with it to create a complete verb phrase. Now let's look at a second auxiliary verb. The use of be as an auxiliary verb. Is a form of be. He is lazy. Here is again the main verb as there's no other action being done. Now let's look at the second case. He is reading a book. Here clearly reading is the action being done, so it's the main verb, and is the auxiliary verb. He is running. Here is the helping verb has to be used with the main verb, which is running. Now finally let's look at the third auxiliary verb. In the first case, do is used as the main verb. Did is a form of do. He did his job well. Here did is the main verb as there's no other verb. He didn't go to school. Here go is clearly the main verb, so didn't has to be the auxiliary verb. Children did not win. Here clearly did not is the auxiliary verb and it cannot be used on its own as the sentence won't make sense. So we put win, which is the main verb. So to summarize what we have learned, what are auxiliary verbs? Auxiliary verbs are used together with the main verb to show the verb's tense or to form a negative sentence or a question. And remember, auxiliary verbs are also known as helping verbs. For example, can the baby walk? Here walk is the main verb and can, the auxiliary verb, helps us to form the question. The baby is sitting. Here sitting is the main verb and is tells us that the sentence is in the present tense. Thank you so much for watching.